Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
We'll call meeting to order. Any adjustments to the agenda?
Oh, that was something.
You must have had somebody shoveling that.
Is this
All right.
No.
Minutes from prior meeting. I'll make a motion that we accept them.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Public comments. Sandy?
No.
Don?
Yeah, I won't wait for boards of officials for this, but I just wanted to thank Dolly F.H. Stevens for the donation of a light for the flagpole Memorial Rock. Get that put in. And I'm not on the Meeting House committee, but they're meeting next Tuesday, the 21st, and by then I hope to have completed my drawing up my plans for gussets for the trusses.
Okay.
At that meeting. That's it.
All right, Matt? Okay. Mike? Yeah? Dolly?
Yes, please. Hello, I'd like to thank the Athens Cemetery Commissioners for allowing the G.W. Stevens estate to purchase the solar flag light for the Memorial Rock flag. And a super special goes to Harold Noyes for putting it up within 24 hours of the light arriving. Could the select board please read the minutes that you are approving each month? Please make a note that I am personally being discriminated against as a person with a disability when the subsecretary lists my statements as, quote, Dolly F.H. Stevens read from notes, unquote. But not one word was written about what I said. It's not nice to be so disrespectful to one of the oldest residents. I don't remember any of you being around here in 1946. Grafton Grange number 117 started in May 2nd, 1874. On Memorial Day, 1874, we joined the Grafton Coronet Band, helping with the Grafton Memorial Day Parade, and have helped every year for the last 145 years. We'd like you to please join us at 1:30 on May 30th and watch the Athens Grafton students put on the parade and the program. Thank you.
All right. Certainly, Dolly, I don't think anybody is trying to belittle anybody by the minutes or anything like that.
I am the only one, sir, that has not had what I stated written down when your sub-secretary is on. When Darlene, the secretary, is making notes, everything is correct. Thank you.
All right. Well, certainly that's not intentional, so.
David, I had a.
Yep. Go.
I was in the bank the other day, People's United, and the teller there, Mario Hernandez, told me that we have been banking with that establishment for 100 years. So I thought that was.
About time we did it.
Anyone interested? I think it was a trust company back then.
Yep.
All right. We will move on to appointments. We have a opening on the budget committee, and I will nominate Amber Stevens for that.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Right.
Aye.
All right. Town boards and officials. Sandy?
We are scheduled for grievance meeting on May 29th, starting at 4.
29th?
Yes. And if you wish to grieve, you need to make an appointment and have a letter.
But that's the only scheduled grievance day.
Yes, that is.
All right. Done?
Yeah, the next regular meeting of the Athens Cemetery Commission is the first Wednesday in June. I don't know what date that is.
Find that.
The
The 5th? The third
first
what?
Wednesday in
First,
June.
first Wednesday in June.
No, that will be the 3rd.
No,
No, the 5th.
The 5th,
Oh, July, I meant.
June, it's June.
Yep, you're right, 5th.
Okay, this coming Saturday, May 18th, is a scheduled volunteer workday at the Athens West Cemetery, straightening out some.
This coming Sunday.
This
Oh,
is
Saturday.
coming Saturday, yeah, 9 AM to 1 PM, up in the West Cemetery, the old section.
And we would encourage people to come to that.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah, it's not that we're full up with volunteers and we could certainly
No,
get people to come.
No, I did advertise it in the Athenian. Anyway, on the town office, I have a letter from USDA. I had applied last year, the year before, for an equipment grant that they thought that I could have included the cost related to the vault on the equipment grant, and so it was vault and heating system, that portion of the town office addition that we were pursuing. Been since told that only the heating system would qualify, and with the uncertainty of where we're going with the town office, they're asking me if we still want to continue our application or withdraw it. If we kept it in, maybe the only thing that would make sense right now is pursuing an air source heat pump heating system for this existing building right here. So I don't know if the board is interested in that, or
I think we should still keep it going, keep it in there.
yeah, that's what we can qualify for now. So, I mean, on the equipment grant, I had the more expensive system, which was oil-fired forced hot air for the replacement for the shed addition. So, but that really doesn't seem to make sense in the current state of affairs.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll contact them next week then, keep the application going.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it.
All right, Matt?
Just update on Meeting House. We're not having our meeting for next week, but just like to remind everybody that on the 25th of May, we are having our plant bake sale from 10 to 1, and everybody's invited, and that's with the help of our new formed Athens Garden Club. So, come on, come on.
I'm sorry, did you say what time it was? 9?
10
to 1.
10 to 1.
All right, anything else?
I have a bunch of budget committee stuff.
Okay.
First one is, we were thinking it would be good to get some additional quotes for pre-buys for heating oil and maybe diesel as well, to see if there's anything competitive with James.
Okay.
Wanted to ask if that's okay with the select board for someone on the budget committee to go ahead and seek those out.
I think that's fine, yes.
Janet's willing to
Yeah,
do that
Yes,
for us. Cool. Real quick, we looked at the school report, and how much was budgeted for the Athens school building for this year, and I just added those up. So just an FYI, looks like the annual operating maintenance costs for utilities and such are around $8,200. And that doesn't really include, any repair of the building that might need it, but just basic stuff is what they had on there. And we've switched our meeting dates to the second and fourth Tuesdays instead of Mondays to accommodate Amber.
The Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, second and fourth. Probably for the summer, it'll just be the second Tuesdays, and then we'll add another one on when we're in budget season. And then, kind of the bigger thing is so these are the new trash bags. I guess this isn't really a budget committee thing, but since we did some of the work. So the bags themselves are great. They're green, they have Town of Athens printed on them. But we got them, they didn't package them in the right size rolls that we had asked for, so we wanted rolls of 10, just like we'd had before, so we can sell them in 10, and these are rolls of 25. And so it doesn't seem like a big problem, and I've had a bunch of communication with them around it, but the thing is that for the 3 years it takes us to use up these bags, it's mostly going to fall on Darlene to have to unroll and count every single one of these rolls and bundle them up in groupings of 10, because I assume people are still going to want to buy in groups of 10. So some options. I didn't get really good options from him. We went back and forth a bunch of times. He started by offering us a 5% discount, which was only $120. And I said, well, that's not really going to cover all the extra labor that it takes to deal with this. And he said, well, we can go for a 10% discount then, but that's it. And then when I asked him what it would take to send them all back and have them redone, they said they weren't interested in doing that. And they said, ask the select board to come up with a proposal and we'll try to accommodate it. So we've paid them for half so far. We've paid them $1,200 out of about a $2,400 total so far. They've admitted they made a mistake. But
What, some people buy two 10 rolls at a time?
some,
Yeah, but that's pretty rare, isn't it, Darlene?
Yeah,
Do people usually buy the rolls, or do they buy a couple bags
they
here and there?
usually buy the roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, but now a roll.
Oh, we do have
Now
some
roll.
that buy
one or two.
1 or 2 at a time, yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is gonna cost $75 now if someone bought a whole roll of 25, which is a lot.
Kind of a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 25 trash bags will last them quite some time.
You would hope. What do you think?
I don't know, it's gonna be a pain no matter how you look at it. If Darlene's gonna pull off 10 at a time. For every
I mean,
one.
they're not as easy to count either because they don't have the
It's hard to
waveform on
find
them.
it.
They're a straight line.
Yeah, it's
So
hard to
I mean,
find
I
it.
noticed that right away when I pulled one off. I was like, where is it?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to find a place where you rip them off.
Yeah.
And what did they say about the twist ties that they didn't send?
They'll send the twist ties. They didn't. They also were supposed to include twist ties for us, and they didn't. But that seemed like they would send them along without any issue. They'll pay for the shipping on that.
Well,
I know, I'm not happy with the way, when I saw them the other night, I wasn't happy. I mean, we were very specific of what we asked for.
Was there anything in writing that,
It was.
It's right. Yeah, I've got it right here. It's even got asterisks around it. Bags to be packed in 10 bags per roll, 25 rolls per case.
I mean, I guess we could tell them that we don't accept it and not pay the rest of it until they send us the 10 per bag, 10 per roll, but we don't have a lot of options either for people to print bags for us after
That's the
this.
thing, because I think this was like one company that had 2 different phone numbers or 2 different agents or
Companies
something.
with one contact. It's
Excuse me.
weird.
Yeah, Darwin?
What about the fact if you get 10%, they're gonna be willing to come off the price? What about if people buy a roll, give them 10% off? And that way, they'll encourage people to purchase. They're gonna use them anyway.
I mean, that's an idea, certainly, we could think of that. What if we, tried to, like for, the high school have to do community service, if they came out and counted out 10 bags, like 2 or 3 of them
There you
here
go.
for an afternoon.
That would be great.
That would be
Yeah.
wonderful. The only thing with that is, I don't know if anyone wants to do community service this time of year. Most of them who are,
We got one that's doing it right now.
I was gonna say, most of them who are graduating this year, that's all taken care of, so, I mean, we can try that, but that might need to wait until.
You're gonna wanna buy a couple bags of rubber bands.
I was thinking that too, yeah. It's gonna be a whole like reassembly line deal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, they count them out, they pack
Yeah, but I
them
mean,
up.
once they unroll and get 10 bags, I would just use a measurement and not count.
Well, if you unroll 10 bags, then all you gotta do is unroll another 5, because that will give you the other 10.
Yeah. Don had his hand raised.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing you did. Once you got an accurate count, you can just measure, you can copy the
Yeah.
length and not have to count.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would be glad to volunteer to help out with whatever youngsters come in that need to count 10-10.
do you think, you could put up a school? Would you be able to, would you have contact with anybody?
I don't really talk with anyone at the high school. The high school board might be able to let us know someone.
Okay.
Like I said, generally this time of year, most community service is done for the year. I mean, they do have to have 40 hours for their 4 years. I mean, we could try.
I mean, it doesn't
I
have to
could-
be seniors,
Yeah, I can try. I'll give Chris Constant a call and see what he says.
okay. And it shouldn't,
Along the lines of doing a discount for a full roll, I just did the calculation. If you did the full roll for $60 instead of $75, that would be 20% off. And I don't know if we want to. I mean, I'm happy to be the messenger and communicate to them anything. I think we could probably ask for more of a discount than 10%.
Go for 20%,
Yeah.
whatever it's gonna cost you to do the bag. If you have a mistake, somebody want 20% off,
Okay.
then we'll deal with it.
but we can settle for 10, if they hold tight with a 10,
That's fine.
that
Okay.
reasonable?
Yep.
And then we'll try and get volunteers or something to separate. And
A bunch of them. Cool.
so,
Good.
do we make that a motion?
I do.
All right, I'll second it. All those in favor?
All right.
All right.
Would you guys, like, these are just the like my email exchange with the company and the original quote, if you want to keep that for
Do we
records.
have bags of rubber bands here?
Not bags, no. I do
Oh,
have
boxes,
some, but
some.
not all.
Okay.
We can get
We
some.
can get those easy enough.
You can get like big bags of them.
Yeah. Maybe it's Staples or Walmart.
Dollar store.
Dollar store even, yeah.
I mean, I know we have 2 cases still out there that the new cases are stacked on top of.
They got put where they were told to be put.
Common sense said we should have moved the old boxes.
Nope.
Now, where do we get the ties for those?
They're gonna be sending them.
Yeah, they'll send us the twist ties, so those will get sold with the bags when people come in.
Well, the bread wrappers.
I mean, they don't cost anything, they'll go with the bags instead.
It's just to make it more cumbersome, that's all.
The bags are a little bit larger
Oh, okay.
in dimensions than the old ones, so it gives you a little more top
And I think they're
space.
thicker at the 1.5 too. The others, I think, were a one,
No, it looks the same.
like a 1.3, I think they were, as
they
I
are.
recall.
I kind of thought the other bags had gotten smaller. Bring it back, I didn't make a comment about it one time, I think.
I think we only ordered those once ever.
We've
though.
only done it
Yeah.
once, so.
Only ordered them
The
once.
same
Because
size.
I'm like, wait a minute, this bag doesn't seem big enough.
Maybe you're getting more trash.
No.
All right. Anything else, Anna?
No, I think that's all we have.
All right, Mike?
The only thing I really came down for was, heard you guys taking over the school. So when you do get it over, you're gonna need to file that to Labor and Industry.
Okay.
And once you figure out what you're gonna do with the building, you're gonna need to set up a meeting with them. And so you can tell them what you're gonna use it for, and then they can go and they can say, okay, this is what you're gonna have to do to it before you can even walk
Oh, you
into
can
it.
do it. Okay.
All right?
I will give this to Darlene.
I will hold on to it.
Do you have a file for the trash bags?
I do.
Okay, why don't you put these emails, this is just copies from Hannah, this way we have them.
Do you, clarify one thing?
Sure.
Do you want to say now that you would sell these for a discount, or do you want to wait until next month and see what
Why
you
don't we
get?
at least wait, because we've got some of the old bags, and then we can decide.
Okay.
See, if we get somebody, you know, a
If the
group together.
volunteer thing
if we
works
get-
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
and-
Cool.
All right. Roads.
Everything's going good. We did the project up on 35. They're coming to finish pave that within hopefully the next 2 weeks, depending on the weather. It's probably going to be more than what we were expecting. We run into some difficulty with the material that was in the road. So they had to haul in quite a good charge to fix the road bed. We did find one rock in one of the bad spots and found a bunch below it. But we found a big clay pocket. And it looks like the rock, the way it was set, that the water was getting underneath it and trying to shove the rock up through the blacktop. And when it thawed out, the rock would go back down. So we got that all dug out and hopefully straightened out.
Okay.
And that one's fixed.
And Basins did that,
Yep.
and is there any sort of guarantee on the work they did that it's not gonna happen, or it's just?
With what we found underneath there, without going and spending a lot more money, nobody would give you a guarantee. I mean, when you hit a clay pocket, we didn't even dig to the bottom of the clay pocket. We just dug down to 3 feet. That was it.
How deep?
3 feet.
They took out a 10-wheeler load and a half, and just friggin' bolted down that one section. That sort of even a lot of it. But I think it'll stay down reasonable now.
They put road fabric down and then put the material back in, so I keep any rocks and stuff coming up through.
Okay.
So
Anything else for roads?
we have a lady coming from Wyndham Regional to do the culvert inventory
And erosion
in the erosion control.
plan.
When did
That's
Next
grant.
week or the week after, I think.
And to match that grant, we gotta keep track if we go out with a town truck with them, if we take the 1 ton, go with them. Gotta keep track of the mileage and keep track of our time and everything, that'll go towards the $2,000 matching fund.
Okay.
So I got a separate card up to the house, I've been putting the time that we've talked with them on,
Okay.
so that at the end of this whole thing, Matthew's got a card at the town garage.
Okay,
So if I'm not there and he's there, we just mark down the hours we're there, or go with him. And then that'll come off the end of on the end of the.
so we
matching
actually
fund.
don't have to put 2,000 cash, it could be in time.
As well.
Yeah.
All right.
The only other thing I got is down back in the town garage, there's a big asphalt pile down there. I've tried to trade it for gravel, I've tried to trade it for sand, I've tried to get rid of it. Nobody seems to want it, because they have to have a big loader come out, load 10-wheelers. It should be moved, it's not really hazardous, but if they come in and inspect it, we got more than we're supposed to have. I would move that. I would pay the town a little bit of money for it, and I'd haul it from my property.
Well, you can't put that in a road, say, when mud season, because it comes, the asphalt will come right up and then just be like rocks.
Well, it'd be just saying that, it'll work right to the top, and it will be just like trying to grade a road with a bunch of flat stone in it.
Yeah.
And you'll never be able to do nothing with it. If you got a deep fill somewhere, you could use it for that, but
then
they're
that's-
putting it in travel road,
We can't do that, so it's just kind
and
of,
it should be ground up if you're gonna do that.
yeah. So it's just kind of a mess.
What's it from, when we did road work?
It's when we dropped this road from the church down through here,
And then take off the,
it's like a foot deep up through there. When we dropped it all down, we trucked it to the town garage, and trucked all the gravel on this road over here, and put all the gravel we had. Then the other thing we got over there is we're gonna have to get a dumpster here pretty soon
Again?
again. But they're better than they have been. Ain't so much stuff coming in right now. And then we gotta go over and talk to the family over in Charlestown and see if we can get rid of a couple of the tires. Get that cleaned up again.
Will he come get them?
No, but he takes it for nothing. And that's a hell of a lot cheaper than paying $5 a piece
Okay.
to the other outfit.
all right. Well, I'll make a motion that we, get rid of the asphalt out there. If we're willing to get rid of that. And that we try and get get rid of the tires as big as we can. And,
I think I think he'll take some more of them. We'll see if we'll go there first.
all right, and then authorize a dumpster when we need it.
What size dumpster do you think you're
We
gonna need?
generally get a 30-yarder.
What's down there you have to put in there? Like,
A lot of
Well,
stuff.
lot really?
There's a lot of couches, recliners,
Mattresses.
mattresses, but it's better than picking them up side the road. If you ever try to pull a couch out of it, folks, the beach pond out there, I'm
It's
telling
heavy.
you, they're heavy.
All right, so I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Second it. All those in favor? Aye. And you'll abstain?
Yep.
Because you're getting rid of the tires out. All right. Anything else for road?
Oh, we got one coat, we got a 15-inch coat we gotta, put in. Right across from, the town garage, it goes across all three of them driveways. The water comes down from Caribbean down through now, has to come jumping down through the road to that. There's an old 12-inch metal culvert in there that
Don't we have to put in 18-inch?
driveway culverts can be 15.
Okay. All right.
That's not going across the road, just across the,
Goes across all three of them driveways right there.
Okay. All right, we'll go on to warrants and mail.
I don't think we went beyond this one.
Johnny, when I get back, I'll get ahold of you.
Okay, have a nice trip.
Yep.
Just an announcement there, the trash pickup, will be on Tuesday on Memorial Day instead of the actual holiday.
And I have a sign all ready to put out on Monday.
Okay. For that. I'm not sure if we'll get the word out enough, but,
I also told you then, so.
will the new one be out though by that time?
No, they're
No.
gonna do the email list.
Okay.
There's trash and recycling that week.
Yes, both trash and recycling. It'll be Tuesdays.
Hey, Matthew, you might want to, oh no, the body ain't home from Fairfield, right?
No.
Cause they moved again.
Where are they now?
It really don't say, it says the column, wait a minute, 554 Maple Street in Auburndon, New Hampshire.
Over near the cat place.
All right, there's a letter here from Fairfield, reference to rental of the over-the-rail mower. I'll make a motion to sign that, and it's for $3,200.
In June, right?
Mm-hmm. Is it the 24th still? Week of.
June 24th through the 28th. So.
And do we need to pay for that? I'll second that, yeah. Do we need to pay for that before we take possession of it, or they bill us afterwards?
I think they bill us afterwards. But I'll include in the motion that if they need the check, that we authorize the treasurer to.
That's fine, I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye. Yeah. And it, hey Tom, this crushed stone from Sir Sassimo's,
The what?
this crushed stone we got
Yep.
in April,
Yep.
how did it get here?
How'd it get here?
Yeah, was that the invoice last month that
Yeah.
from Taylor's?
Yep,
They don't, Sir Sassimo doesn't deliver?
they do, but they get $150 a load to bring it.
Okay, and we can't use our truck to do it? It's too small?
We do it when you don't, when you need 1 or 2 loads, but
Okay.
it's,
All right. And you get it from Sir Sassimo instead of Cold River? Isn't Cold River a little closer?
it is a little closer, but the Sosimo's gravel is a hell of a lot better than it's the same price.
Okay.
It's not really that much closer. They take it out
Very
of
much
Jamaica,
closer.
do they?
Go- Come out of Jamaica with it.
All right, I will give that to you to make copies for us and send back to them what they need.
Yep.
And on the maintenance up down the school property up here, did they separate what it cost to the shoveling and the lawn mowing and weed whacking? That separated out?
I don't see weed whacking separated out, but they have $930 budgeted for lawn care this year and $400 for snow removal, which we were guessing was just shoveling.
Now who did, yeah, because we did the driveway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just $400 for shoveling, so we'll have to,
Keep the ramp shoveled properly
Yeah.
and the stairs opened.
I'm guessing weed whacking is included in lawn care.
Yeah, yeah.
The insurance that they're paying on the building is $1,300, the property and liability insurance.
and we can add that on, right onto our ELTC.
Are we gonna check on prices for lawn mowing and shoveling up there?
I mean, I guess we could.
Have they already signed a contract, or who does it now?
Really
Ivor
don't make-
does it.
Really don't make
I don't
no
know who
difference.
does the shoveling, but Ivor does the,
Don't make no difference who got a contract or not, the building don't belong to the same people anymore. Breaks the contract.
I mean, What does he usually mow? Once every other week up there?
I don't know.
Too often.
What's that?
Too often.
Well, it looks nice up there, I know.
I mean, if the town wants to see if they can find a different contractor to. What'd you say one loan was $900 for the year?
$930.
So I mean, that doesn't really have to go out to bid. But if someone wants to call around and see if they can find someone else, that's up to you.
Good job for Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
No?
We should
Carl
file
all
that.
along was looking for a job.
We should file that.
No, because I think you have to have a special insurance for that.
You do have to have insurance.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me, Jay, I have to start a business for him,
Mhm.
or, no,
And even if you started a business for him,
he's still not old enough.
it's
Yeah,
not
that'd
gonna
be-
work, cause it's
that'd
on
be-
town property.
It's gonna be 18.
Internal revenue
And I
service.
think it's foolish, 'cause you can probably put something more better than an 18-year-old.
It's, actually, it's two together, 'cause
Well,
when I did the
we
payroll-
did that with the,
Okay.
cemetery,
But
we
it's-
had to have somebody that
So it's this one right here.
was
Yes,
at least 18
yeah.
and just,
Okay.
We had
we had somebody that was doing it.
So this is from the cemetery commission for lawn care. It says lawn care for both cemeteries for June, so he.
No, that's just, we pay that like quarterly.
Quarterly, yeah, there's 4
Oh,
payments. I think
okay.
it's 4 payments. I think it's 2,500, isn't it?
I don't remember what
I
it
think
is.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
2,500 a year to mow both cemeteries. He mows this now here, plus the west one.
I think, don't quote me on the figure.
Jimmy don't mow the west one anymore? Really?
Hasn't for a few years.
Yeah, this one says, it says lawn care for both cemeteries, and then monthly ground maintenance work.
Yeah, last year it was 2,500.
That's how it was.
Paper towel.
Okay.
And does the town pay for the mowing at the meeting house?
Yeah.
No,
the
the
meeting
meeting
house
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 does.
committee does.
Well, yeah, but comes out of the
Comes out of the
funds
town,
that the
yeah.
town gives every
Yeah.
year.
No, I mean, the town pays.
Yeah, but actually it comes out of their money.
It comes out of
But it
their
comes
money.
out of the town money
That is,
that voted for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What comes out?
Well, that or whatever's donated to the meeting house.
Yeah.
It
But
has
they,
nothing to do with the historical society.
right. And what do they get a year more than that?
$150 a mowing, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many times they mow.
And that's I was going.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Tom, what is this, the Northeast Resource Recovery Association is billed for?
It's for
Yes.
dues.
It's due. They will come down and pick them tires up,
Yeah.
but the reason we don't have them come is because it's $5 a tire.
Okay.
And they pick up the metal, and all the towns in the district, I believe, belong to this group, and we have to, before we belong to
But
the
as long as
district.
we have metal pickers, we haven't used them, but we keep our dues and just in case, we can't get rid of the tires.
Okay.
And they'll come and truck them,
But we still have to pay for them.
yes.
It's not broke down, Tom. It's not- Contracted services were 1423.75, and other professional services were 522.50. So I don't know what.
How much?
envelopes and, what was that one? Oh, paper, 11 by 17.
Is it cheaper to go to Staples than to have like WB Mason deliver it here?
Never heard of WB.
They're a company that delivers,
You see the trucks out in the
yeah,
bell.
they deliver products and they're usually cheaper than
Who's that?
WB Mason.
Yeah, that's right, yep. Right
They're
there,
a big yellow looking truck.
Yeah,
they go through town all the time.
yeah.
Yep. They're the ones that pulled off the fork in the road last fall.
Yeah, they
Once they
go,
got stuck.
Do you know where we could contact them?
If you go online, look WB Mason,
Okay,
I'm sure.
check that.
I mean, I don't know what their prices are, but I've heard, and they have a large selection of
I'll
products.
check it out.
And they deliver it, you won't have to go get it.
Yeah.
They deliver to the church.
Do they?
Mhm.
I'll find out from them then.
How often you gotta replace the rake teeth?
Oh, once every-
Once every 2 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
I think it's last time, I don't know, you know, I bet it's been
It's been
Been a while.
3, maybe,
At least 3.
I don't think it's been any longer than 4.
Do you think that's something that we could try to budget for every 3 or 4 years, so it doesn't, it's pretty hefty.
Yeah, it's 15,
cost.
1535. So,
You could.
Put that on our list.
I would say we get at least 3 years out of them. We gotta get 3 years out of them.
so,
This
so,
spring really ate them up.
Yeah, this year really ate them, cause we dragged that thing a lot this year.
so
Just because
why don't we
of-
do it for every other year? And even if you wanna split the cost and do half one year, half the other year, so it doesn't all come at once.
So we can't really do that unless it goes into a fund.
Okay. Well, it doesn't,
Unless it goes into that small equipment fund there. But this is
This
more
is more
repair.
just like repair
It's
supplies.
only
We put it
maintenance.
under, Darlene and I put it under general repair supplies, but it, you know, now that's more than twice over its budget of $1,000.
so you're
And
saying,
it seems like when they get down about 3/4 wore out, and then you don't notice it until you get back here to put the handle down, and the handle's almost all the way into the last notch, and then not touching the ground. And it's a war. Boy, them things wore fast, the last 3 inches.
it's like my tank of gas, the first half seems to take forever, and the second half
Oh,
is
yeah.
gone.
But that thing got dragged a lot this
Okay.
year.
So we can, as a budget committee, we can figure out and put it in for every other year then.
Yeah.
Would that work, Hannah?
Yeah, I just made a note. I'm gonna try to find it later at some point.
Probably have to do it every 3. But you did it every other, you know, it wouldn't come through until every 6 years. It would actually work out. Because the following year, we'd be taking the money would just be going back. We wouldn't, you know, be coming off.
Yeah, but they said it's usually 2 years, not 3, that they use it.
He said at least 3, maybe 4.
I know we get at least
It's
3.
been a while.
Alright, so we'll put it on for every 3
You
years.
got to, Hannah, you have to look at all the paperwork, see when we did it. Go back 4 years.
Yeah.
and then-
Look, every piece of paper for 4 years. Let's
Things
set
to
it,
Actually,
do.
I'll
Well, no, you
find
guys
out
just
for you.
keep better records and
I'll
then we'll
find-
know.
Who?
I'll let you know next time. I
We're
meet
not
you.
here for keeping records, we're here to get the work done. But I will call Town Line and find out when it was.
Okay.
Let's,
I mean, this way it will give
let's
us.
just budget 3 years, and if you
Yeah,
make
we
it
might get a
4,
fourth one now.
then we'll be way ahead of the game. Or just replace them in 3 years, and,
Maybe next year we just buy one that hooks right on the front of the truck like a snowplow.
No.
nah, those things break all.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Them things are nice, you set in there, you can angle it, you ain't
Have we
gonna
had
get out of
fines
the truck,
on
you
them
pick it
for
up,
that?
down, angle it. But you do have to go slow, hit a road brake windshield.
You mean on the truck?
Well, kind of guy think I'm going too fast and phone's coming out of the
Only
road,
one
broke
page.
the windshield.
Yeah.
I like punching yourself in the face.
That was quite a while ago when that happened. That was probably 8, 10 years ago.
I'll just stick with my cold line.
That's been a good rate. I think it's got some oil on it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's been a while since we replaced
Only bought that when Mike was on the board.
No, before that, well, it's been a long time.
So is there any prep work you need to do before next month when the mower comes, or are you just gonna go and just mow things? There's something like big things that you gotta move out of the way?
I just got a bunch of brush and stuff from the ice storm.
We're still picking up brush from last winter.
But
And it's still falling down, because the other day we went out, well, actually, I had graded the lower road, and I went down and did the Brookline Road, and he was stone raking, and he come back, he jumped in the back of him, I said to him, I said, where are you going? He said, the tree just fell on the road out here, went out and looked, the pine tree right by the German's house right there, the top of it broke out, fell right in the freaking, right on the ditch right there.
All right, I will make a motion, we go into executive session where premature public knowledge would place the town of Athens at a substantial disadvantage. And we will be talking about a legal matter and a real estate matter. Is there a second? Those in favor, aye.